All right, today on 4th and 1, we have a special guest, Nolan Smith Jr., all right? Won the national championship in college, 30th overall pick in 2024 by the Philadelphia Eagles, recorded 4 sacks this postseason, which is the Eagles' record, and he is now a Super Bowl champion. I present to some and introduce to others, Nolan Smith Jr.
My boy!
Man, big money. How you
Look at him. You straight?
Straight, man.
Boy, you got that ranch on, that green.
That little green, little Philly green, little Philly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I just want to start and tell you.
Yes,
For
sir.
real, on some heart to heart, some grown man stuff.
Yes, sir.
What you did for kids in the state of Georgia, far as myself. I'm from Savannah.
Yes, sir.
You know how I found out about you and 707 and all that? YouTube. And what you did and your platform, and you made me want to go to camps. You made me, I say, boy, I told my mom, we gotta go to the A. That way them boys, I said, Mama, look at Cam. Look at Cam got them boys in the A707.
Yeah.
He putting on. So I just wanted to say on some real stuff, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Man, listen, I'm going to get right on into it because, and my first question to you is, you've played very rare, where you've been good at football for a long time. Not a lot of guys can say that. High school, what was your ranking?
Why?
Right? Then you go to college. Any success in college?
A little bit.
Right?
A little bit was blessed.
You was drafted in what round?
Same round you went in.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for that, being good for a long period of time, what would you say, or give some words of just the state of the NIL, the state of recruitment right now for the high school kids and college kids as well?
Man, don't pay attention to it. Because your dreams and your goals and your aspirations, if that's to make it to the NFL, then that NIL is only temporary, man. And I tell you, most of y'all ain't even doing y'all taxes and stuff right. Most of them boys ain't doing the simple things of what you need to do when you make a lot of money. And I just tell them, man, stay focused on the main thing. Keep the main thing, football. Don't be jumping in the portal, be like, man, I want to go here, because for the first year I sat at Georgia, that's the most I learned football. I knew our whole playbook. So when it was time for my number to be called, I'm just waiting on the play call. Yeah. And I can still recite some of them plays now to this day.
Well, what was your mentality when you say my first year I sat at Georgia? Like, how did you humble yourself enough to sit and really like soak in that knowledge? Because some people like, you gonna sit me? You know, I'm number one. Me? Yep. So what was your mentality to know, like, the maturity to be able to sit that year?
Man, I'll tell anybody, man, when you first go in the program, you're not gonna learn the playbook right away to the point where you know it, where you can make adjustments and stuff how you need to. And then some freshmen, you know, when you step in front of them big lights, that's your first time really in front of 100,000 people on front of that big stage.
Game week. The preparation just as a whole, managing expectations, managing emotions too. You know, you played at Georgia where it's even different, where like I was surprised to go into the NFL where it's like, yo, this is the NFL. The fan bases aren't the same, even in Philly. Like when I went to Carolina, I was shocked about how the fans were. That's not to say that the fans were bad. I came from the SEC where like tailgating started Wednesday. You got Thursday, heaven forbid if you had college game day there. Oh my God. So the pulse of the campus was just permeating, just like, oh my God. So by the time Saturday came, it was just a different type of vibe. It was a culture shock for me going into the NFL thinking like, yo, me playing in front of 80, 90,000 in Jordan there at Auburn, and even at Florida, you know, at the Swamp, to now, even though the crowd says sold out, it's not really sold out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you went into a situation where Philly was still a good team. You know what I'm saying? Yep. What was the biggest transition for you from college and the NFL?
Man, I'd say the biggest transition was the level of the playbook and the speed of the game. And like, I play up front, and you know about it. Yeah. Man, there's some grown men out there. And them boys
out there.
That's
them that
boys.
Geechee Savannah coming out, boy.
Them boys out there. And we got a couple on our team.
Yeah.
The big JD. He one of them boys, you don't want to see him jumping on the pile or nothing like that. So, man, I'd say the speed of the game was immaculate.
Yeah.
And I'd say, man, quarterback play, like yourself. Man, y'all so good. It's times I done dropped back there and been looking, but like, boy, this the day I'm going to catch him. I got him. Right past your ear. You be like, gone. I'd be like, man. And I say one thing, man, wide receivers, them boys out there moving.
Yeah.
Every play. Not one play, not two plays. Every play, them boys moving.
I'll say something too to add on to that is that the attention to details. Like everybody talks about speed, like from high school to college to the NFL. Bro, the attention to detail is so different. Like people say under defense. And then 4-eye, what's a 4-eye? Hey, what's a 3-check? Hey, what's a shade? Hey, what's a 5? Like all these different things, you have to be where you're supposed to be when you need to be there.
Every time.
It's no negotiating with, man, coach, I was there. No. If you're not all the way there,
you ain't there.
You're not there. And what they don't know, everybody don't get the luxury to be Nolan. Everybody don't get the luxury to be Cam. You know what I'm saying? Some people got to be pegged. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Everybody can't be pegging
But I say all that to say, you got grace for fucking up.
Yeah.
I was just working out the other day and I seen a kid and he was like, man, give me some type of advice, going into the NFL. I didn't get invited to the combine, man, but, I think I'm going to get drafted. I said, bro, let me tell you this, dog. In your position, your measure of mistake is so short. And this is your rep for a first round pick, a fourth round pick, or a free agent. Your rep the only rep that you may have may be in the meeting room. Hey, Amari, tell me what you got right here, bro.
And if they don't answer that question
that's
right
your
then
rep.
and there, that's it.
It's over with. And it's a cutthroat business where everybody, you going into a situation with your feelings, that's the number one mistake. This is business, bro.
Yeah.
This is a business. Like, I don't give a damn, bro. If I told you to run shark specifically says it's a 15-yard dig, but I cut a dig off at 10 yards, bro.
It's over with.
Hey, I didn't get the sight. You're not going to get the sight. He didn't give me the signal, coach. Bro, anytime you got corner cat, that's the sight adjust right there. You got to know your shit. So everybody is expecting you to know your job. Man, a coach would always tell me, on the football field, there's 11 people on the field. Coaches can't help you no more. We need each guy responsible for their role. Every 11 player that's on that field doing one job, not one person trying to do all 11. And when you do that, when you understand, that's where success happens. Let me ask you this, No. It's like, this season was magical for Philly. When did the locker room change? Like when y'all was like, bro, we can really, what game was it where it's like, bro,
when did y'all start believing?
Man, I'll say after that first playoff game, we came out that bye week and you seen it in some of them boys' eyes. AJ came up to me. Need you for show this week.
Is it like a mojo or something that y'all had?
No, it's just, man, the caliber of players that we have, they ain't got to say much because they do it what they speaking. So when AJ tell me, I need you this week, I can't wait, boy. I'm the young gun, I'm the YN. Why I'm going out there crashing out every time? I got to set the tone. I'm on kickoff, I'm on this and that, I'm setting the tone. And that's what I tell Jalen, me and Jalen, I say, bro, we the young YNs.
Yeah.
And then when we need them, I'm tired, it's 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
It's go time.
AJ toe tap Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta ask you, because Cam always, obviously a quarterback, he comes around, he's like, man, it's alpha energy all day in the locker room, alpha versus alphas. And a lot of players, you come in, you number one, you've been drafted first round, all of that stuff, but sometimes they lose their way. They might lose their alpha energy when you got all these big names in the locker room. Even as a young player, how have you kept that type of energy like day in and day out? And is it a struggle, like when you have a good game versus a bad game, or you seeing somebody else might shine and you might not be shining, or going through an injury? Like, how do you keep that type of energy, like I'm that guy you know what I'm saying, in a locker room full of guys?
Man, I'll just say one thing about it, man. Always humble yourself and pray. Talk to God and be honest and humble with yourself. If you got something you messed up and you need to learn, you need to learn. If you got something you good at, harp on what you good at. And that's what BG taught me that. He said, man, you fast. I want you to use your speed every day. Don't go a day without using your speed. And that's what made me believe in myself. And just every day you try to either take something from somebody or you also see the bigger picture and you see everything. Like, man, I'll say one thing that I took from being in our locker room with all our vets, it's a brotherhood. And you need everybody. You need all 11. You need that offensive guard to call out that backer that's blitzing so he'll get a quarterback and get a right read to the wide receiver. And then if the wide receiver sees something, he giving it back and making sure. And it's all, and like Cam say, man, it's the details. One thing that we talk about the most in the NFL that most people don't understand, in the defensive room, the most simple thing in football, tackling.
Yeah.
Every day. We show a clip every day. Every week we show missed tackles and great tackles. And that's just the details, because every game come down to who gonna tackle longer and who gonna run the ball harder. That's really it. Like, if you running the ball good, y'all paid attention to the details.
The line of scrimmage.
And you control the line of scrimmage.
Right. So even with that, like, Philly has been notorious, especially with this year, taking this bully ball to different stratospheres. Controlling the line of scrimmage on defense, where you guys have provided pressure with just 4-man front.
Them Broad Street bullies.
You dig what I'm saying?
Them Broad Street bullies.
On the offensive side, the addition to Saquon, shout out to Saquon for just signing that max deal too. For him, as well as being able to run the football offensively, do you guys have that in y'all back pocket, like especially for Jalen, right, where he's been measured up by guys who does put the ball in the air for 300 yards, 400 yards. When you got a guy across from you, your team leader in Jalen Hurts, knowing that what's asked of him isn't the same as a Josh Allen, how do you guys protect him knowing that, hey, that's still our guy, this is our brand of ball, and we try to protect it or try to perfect it the best we know how?
Man, I'll say this about one. That's what I call him, one, because he that one. Like, man, he do everything the right way. And then not only is during the times when people are waving and stuff, man, he get us through there no matter what. Like my rookie year, Kelly Green game, we going to overtime, sorry team. I'm thinking, man, we about to lose. What one do? Ain't nobody, no read, it's wet, raining, everybody slipping, he running in for a touchdown. And I'll say, man, having faith in your quarterback is also another thing. Like, only time I ever watched the Carolina football team is when Cam played and was out there and giving them boys confidence and motivating in themselves. Them boys was sorry. Them boys sorry. What made them feel like they could do something? Okay, that's all I gotta say. One.
Come on now.
Okay, and that's the same thing for us. And even, yes, one is a great quarterback. He's not asked to do what Josh Allen does. Wanna know why? We got Saquon Barkley. We got offensive weapons. We got real people. So if you just go out there and play good football, and you play behind your defense, there's no reason we should lose.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. You're extremely lucky, because everybody doesn't come into a situation that you came into, and that's having good veteran leadership and a good nucleus of a team, right? In recent news over the last couple of weeks, I used this analogy, didn't mean no disrespect by it, but it was just to prove the point. When I got drafted, the locker room full of losers mentality was in that locker room. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean everybody in that locker room was a loser. We just had losing tendencies.
And they're okay with losing.
There were certain things. From day one, it was expected for you guys to win. Guys knew how to win. Guys knew winning tactics, knew winning energy, knew how to weight train, how to protect your body. Hey, young buck, hey, we're not doing that, dog. Hey, no, don't worry about it, coach. I got him. As I got to learn the position, as I got to learn my role, even I was not in the best position to lead at all times, because for my situation, I went to Auburn, but I was only at Auburn for a year. I won a JUCO national championship. I was only there for a year. I won a national championship at Florida, didn't get the national championship ring, but I was a backup. So as a leader, I was never in a position where I knew how to really take somebody up under my wing. I had to learn that from Jordan Gross. I had to learn that from Jonathan Stewart, D'Angelo Williams, Steve Smith, Ryan Khalil, Thomas Davis, John Beeson. You know, all these different guys that I look at as people that you say you learn from. You know what I'm saying? Whether they know you're learning from them or not, like those things that I kind of took. So for you to walk into a locker room where guys knew how to win and say, hey, dog, because that can make or break a person's career. Because check this out, Peg.
Talk to me.
You go into a situation where typically you drafted high.
Yeah.
Somebody don't really want you to be there. Because if you drafted,
somebody wants you there.
You taking somebody's position.
Yeah.
And it may be a vet. Man, fuck that little nigga, man. That nigga ain't about to take my spot, man. Hey, you talking about? Fuck. But still, when you got a nucleus that knows, like, ooh, I like that pick. Nolan? That motherfucker, that shit, we done got the whole motherfucking Georgia
team up in here.
Shit. You draft his ass. You know what I mean? When you feel welcome like that, it make you, okay, cool. Even not only that, because we always talk about the on-field shit. The thing that I had to learn too, that I learned along the way is the off-field shit, how to move. Hey, bro, hey, I'm trying to buy myself a rollie, bro. Hey, where I go? Put me on your jeweler.
Yeah.
Somebody that you trust too, you know what I'm saying?
And make sure that thing real,
and
boy.
Make sure
not the Foley, but the rollie.
Like real talk, like it's so many sloths and vultures out here, sharks that's out here, bro, that these dudes don't really know. When you got a good veteran, dude gonna tell you, hey, young buck, what you got going on? Matter of fact, no, you with me today. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Man, they ain't got, and the real great vet knows you ain't got to spend no money, bro. Your money ain't good here. You know, because now I'm putting you on, so when you become in my situation, and now you become the OG, not the YN, you know what I'm saying? You can really tell them like, nah, we don't do that right there, bro. Like, that's some hating ass shit. That's some bitch nigga shit, bro. And you have to be taught to how you receive the message. Some guys you can't talk to like that. Yeah. Some guys you got, hey, bro, I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you, dog. That's uncalled for. You slamming your helmet down, you slapping them, you doing that, bro, you becoming the distraction. And understanding that, that's where that alpha energy comes from, where it's like, the way I talk to Nolan is different than how I need to talk to Peggy, or how I need to talk to Jalen, or how I need to talk to AJ, or I need to talk to Devontae. Like, all these different things come together when you in the locker room, bro. We gotta figure it out.
But when you figure it out, it's a magical thing. Yeah. And you can win a bowl.
Like, real talk, I never got an opportunity to win a Super Bowl, but to see y'all win it and how y'all win it, it wasn't just like, no, y'all whooped some ass. Bro, I was on a flight. And I look, you know, you wake up from a flight, I was thinking like, I'm gonna get there in the second half, so that's the good part of the Super Bowl.
Down to the wire.
So I'm like, man, I look, and you know, you trying to get collecting yourself from a nap, from a flight, and you hear that doo. Somebody was watching the damn game on the phone, so I done cut my eye. I ain't want them to really know that I was really looking at them. I seen the score.
Bruh.
I thought they were showing a stat. I was like, man, they done got penalty points or something like that. Yeah. Man, that motherfucker was a blowout.
Belt the ass.
When did that feeling, like, on the sideline, when it shift, like, bro, I'm about to really get a Super Bowl ring?
I say when that third quarter ended, and as a starting group, when we went out there, well, we all took a deep breath, and them boys was like, man, let's go finish this shit. We came too far not to. And all we, really, man, all you keep thinking about is that Tom Brady 21-3 moment.
24-3.
24-3 in Atlanta. And I just said, boy, I'm about to go out here and do my part to the maximum. Boy. Not give up anything. And that's what we always think, especially on the defensive point. And then Devontae catch that big play. Yeah. So you know when you hit a big bomb and you got the whole defense. And the boys getting up, we strapping up, get ready for kickoff. Yeah. That's when we knew, oh yeah, we could go finish it.
But talk about off the field. So you won. What's the difference, or have you seen a difference between obviously your rookie offseason to now winning a Super Bowl this offseason? Is it a big difference, like after you coming off a Super Bowl win?
Man, I'm blessed, boy. I'm on Cam Newton show, bro. On Instagram, are you crazy? Is it a different offseason, bro? Man, Cam, what you talking about? It's been a little blessed off season, man.
A little blessed.
A little blessed off season.
Sunshine, that's why you got the stunners on. Them the Cartier.
Man. Yeah, I'm in front of Cam.
Hey, the boy-
that I grew up in.
Hey,
man.
let me tell you something, boy. The boy put together, boy. The boy got the buffs on.
Hey.
The boy got the Van Cleef on and the Cartier nail. With the
Rolling.
rolling, with the custom suit though.
Yeah.
And he done went to Jacob the Jeweler ice box.
Little
I already done scanned him.
Come on,
And then if
dog.
he put one of these out there, shit, you
The
gonna see the golden
gooses.
gooses.
If you know, you know,
what I'm saying?
motherfucker.
Hell, man, it's been a blessed off season, man. It's been a blessed off season.
Now you gonna be blessed.
Man, my last thing, well, a couple last things. When you got a guy, one thing that you do understand about being in this league is a business first. When you have a locker room of leaders, one of those leaders that you no longer have in your locker room is a Savannah native, Darius Slay, Big Pay Slay.
Yeah.
And what's the plan amongst other players that you guys, I'm looking at a sheet that says Josh Sweat gone, Milton Williams gone, Isaiah Rodgers, Darius Slay, CJ Gardner-Johnson. Those guys are big, impactful players for you guys. You know, how do you feel that impact in regards to they're not going to be there? Their locker room is there, but their locker number, the name on that is not going to be there anymore.
Man, no player is replaceable. Everybody got their own that they learn from, and especially Derek. Man, Darius Slay, he the one that taught me about the marriage of the defense. And I just say that's a good OG. And the marriage of the defense, a lot of people don't know, is the DBs and the pass rushing. We the marriage. Because if I ain't rushing good,
He got to cover longer.
he got to cover long.
Yeah.
If he ain't covering good, and I still rush good, the ball gonna be gone.
Ball gone.
So, and I just say, man, we had great DBs, but we can't fulfill those shoes. But man, we can most definitely help guys come in their role and help them be themselves. That's all you got to do is bring the better of themselves out, not try to get them to be somebody else. Because I promise you, that person that stepped in that place after Cam Newton was thinking about being Big Cam, but he couldn't.
Yeah.
The shoes was too big to fill. You
Watch
can't
out now.
fill those shoes,
Slow
man.
down. Slow down.
You ain't got no
slow down.
size 16,
Slow
you know?
down.
Yeah,
Slow
man.
down.
You got to just, man, be yourself.
Yeah.
Be yourself and just focus on what you good at. That's what BG taught me. That's one thing I'll take from my OG, man. Focus on what you good at because that'll propel you to the next forward.
Man, that's it, man.
But no, that's not it.
Talk to
This is
me.
my last question.
What's your last question?
You done been around a lot of athletes from hither and thither, right? I made this statement last year and it caught a lot of wave and a lot of traction. We got them here from all type of places. I'm seeing folks from Florida. I'm seeing folks from North Carolina. I'm seeing folks from Virginia. I'm seeing folks from New Orleans. I'm seeing all type of people. But I'm gonna ask you, what's your take? Nolan Smith Jr., where is the best athletes created? What state has it?
The state of Georgia.
Can you
Has
give me a
the
top?
best-
Can you rank your top 5 states? Starting with 5. Number 1 being the best.
Georgia,
Georgia's number what?
1.
Georgia's number 1. Okay.
I say Florida.
Florida number 2.
I got some homeboys over there at Bama that playing football.
Alabama play football?
A little bit.
I'm gonna tell you about Bama. Like Bama, and you squeeze in like a Mississippi, them boys be playing with an attitude, bro.
Would have want to.
Man,
What
I'm
a
trying
want
to.
Boy,
to.
Nicobe Dean,
Man,
hit with a
listen.
purpose.
I'm telling you, they
Play with a
got
want
country.
to.
They got country strength. Them folks ain't never lifted a
lifting
weight,
logs.
No.
but they lifting logs.
Cow
They doggone hitting the hammer.
Hay barrels during the week.
Yeah, all that.
So you got Georgia, Florida,
Alabama.
Bama.
Bama.
Two
Man, ain't nobody else. I mean, cause Cali big, they got more people. Of course, they should have better football.
You
a lot of
gonna
football
shake
players.
the bush? You shaking the bush?
Because
Shaking the bush.
they got more people than us, so of course they should. But the quality and talent that come out of Georgia, look at us compared to other people.
That's a per capita. Okay.
per capita.
So
Who your
cool.
5, man?
So 4.
That's Cali. Number 5 is who?
I mean, now everybody want to say Texas, but that's another per capita state. Like y'all got 1 billion people. Y'all should have at least 1 or 2 football
Hello.
players that's good.
Come on.
One or two,
When you look at per capita, and I've always made this same statement. It's like when you look at how big Florida is, when you look at how big Texas and California is, that's cool. But per capita, when you generate the type of talent And I'm talking about bro, you're talking about a first round pick that's a quarterback. You're talking about a first round pick that is a defensive player, right?
My homeboy was a first round pick and my roommate.
Come on.
The boy from really right down the street, Macon.
Dog, we produce football players. You already know, everybody in this would say, if you want a skill position player, you go to Florida. Maybe even California. Mm-hmm. You want your quarterback, go get you one from Texas. You want an offensive lineman, go on up there to Wisconsin or somewhere in the Midwest.
You want a linebacker or a running back?
Man, you want a football player?
Come to Georgia.
Come to Georgia. I'm talking about complete.
This is so biased.
I'm
from North Carolina.
Football in North Carolina? Football in North Carolina?
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, you want you a football player, bro. Like I said, I played quarterback, but I was a football player. You put me anywhere, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Just letting you know.
I ain't gonna lie, I got thrown in. Mike linebacker, rookie year, week 16. Think I told coach, hey, nah, coach, I ain't gonna. That playbook, I'll be ready on Sunday, coach. Don't gotta tell me nothing.
You just a dog. No pun intended.
No, dog. No meow.
She don't no puppy. She want a big dog.
Come on, bro. Hey, man, that's it. Here, 4th and 1. You know what I'm saying? I was really about to get a sign off, but shoot. Oh, we still got to do it?
What? One finger.
Okay. I said one finger.
See if you can follow the instructions.
Hey, I said one finger. Where your finger? Slow down, pig. Can't forget the pinky. Hey. Okay, back to the finger. Hey. Hey, back to the finger. Hey, yeah. And the pinky. Add in the thumb. All together, one love. You dig. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.